Hey, this is Stranded. We decided to do some instructional videos for y'all. So we put this stuff together for you, and we worked real hard. We hope it teaches you good, and you'll learn big metals. We're gonna start with the basics here. We're gonna turn it over to Josh, and he's gonna teach you how to sweep.
Alright, so Max. Well, what I'm trying to do here is I start on the C majors. We play everything in majors.
See, big majors.
You think you can't play the medals in the majors, but you can.
You can.
That's just take us as an example of that. So we start in C major sweeps, and I do the 5 all the way up and down, and then we go to the F sharp sweeps, F sharp major sweeps. Now, Max, what is your progression that you're playing there?
We are playing a.
No, the first one.
Oh, sorry. We are playing a C sharp. I just want to make sure our viewers can hear this. We're playing a C sharp. We's playing a.
Get in here! You're not in the band.
We're playing a C sharp, then a D, then a D flat, and then an A's.
So Max, starting the progression, I'm going to show what I'm talking about. We'll go through it twice.
Okay.
Well, you do it once, and then the sweeps twice.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So I'm going to play it once, and he's going to play the sweeps twice.
That's what we're doing.
A 1, 2, 1, 2, metal. What the heck?
It's still recording, Max.
Alright, for some reason the screen's turned off. I got it.
It's because you got it on sleep mode. So.
Oh, I should
Just play the progression.
1, 2, 1, 2, metal.
Now another technique I like to use when sweeping is I play the sweeps down, and then I come up an octave, and that just creates a nice contour to the piece. So let's try that again. I'll do it once with you, and then 4 times with me, so I can transition between the octaves.
Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 1,
I think that's important to notice is that I'm using sweep echo effect on the clean sweeps. When you sweep clean, you always want to have some sort of delay in there, and I like the sweeps because the sweep echoes, it's got the same first word as sweep picking, so it's a natural fit.
Yeah, it fits good.
Sweep echoes and the sweep pickings, this is the sweep sweeps, so it gives it more of a contour to the technique. Now, before we move on, I would like to try one other technique. I would like to do this with distortion because we said we are a metal band and we play with lots of the distortions.
Especially on the bass.
Lots of bass distortions.
If you don't have a distorted bass in metal, then you don't have metal.
Yeah, that's
plain
and simple.
The drums have to be distorted too, but you can do that when you're recording.
Yeah, no, that's an effect you add later.
Yeah.
That's yes, but so I'm gonna try with distortion. Now the way I use distortion is I go over to my amp and I takes the drives and I turns it all the way up, and then I turns it all the way up again, and then I goes to the presets and I switch to the metal presets, and that's basically my distortion setting with a little bit of reverb.
If you're curious about my bass settings, I have my Sans amp and my Digitech whammy pedal and my other gear. And so what I do is I take the Sans amp And I have it all set flat, except you take the drive and turn it all the way up, and that gets you good distortion tone. And then on the whammy pedal, you turn it to the, I don't know what it's called, but it's the chorus effect. And you turn that on a little bit, and then it gets you good bass tone like this.
Now, one thing that's important to notice is that in my tone, I told you to get my distortion, I turn it up, and then I turn it up again. On the bass, you can't turn it up again, because then it's actually too metal, and the world, it actually overloads. It's impossible to actually play, so we only turn it up once.
He's right with that, but I also forgot to mention that with the actual tone of the bass, you want to turn the low mids all the way up, and the low mids on the amp all the way up.
And everything else is
just normal. And you know, because for metal, the main frequency is the low mids.
Yeah, that's what you really want, those low mids. That gives it a lot of punch.
In the gut.
And it's like you get a lot of twang that way, which is an important aspect of
the sweeping.
Yeah, exactly. Right, which is something I was going for.
Right, yeah.
All right, so let's try that with the distortion. Let's do the same thing, and we're gonna do the episode 5 times total.
All right,
go.
1, 2, 1, concludes this episode of Stranded Online. We'll be back at some point in the future.
Probably sooner than we should be.
Probably tomorrow, actually, because we're having another practice, maybe. I don't know. Are we?
I don't know. We usually don't know until after it started.
So. We'll figure out. So we'll probably see from us tomorrow. If we can figure... That is assuming we can figure out how to get this online today.
Or even how to practice, which is another thing we struggle with.
That too.
Just getting us all in the same place.
You know, that's one thing I want to just talk about. Metal is not something you have to practice. It just comes natural.
John.
Yeah, get out of here. It doesn't come natural for him.
Yeah, no.
For him, he's like the least metal one of us.
Yeah, he's just John.
He's just some loser we found in the streets of Seattle.
He can't even do the sweeps.
He can't even. Yeah,
he just doesn't even know how to play. He just goes like this the whole time.
He doesn't even know the rhythms.
Yeah, he just plays.
He plays the acoustic guitar. That's not metal.
There's nothing.
That's
metal
Grandpa's
about
guitars.
There's nothing metal about my grandpa. Let me tell you something.
Alright, so that's StrandedTV. Yeah, see you later, man.
Wait, now let's do it with the instruments.
Oh, yeah. Alright. What? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Peace out. Let's see if we can get this on. Yeah. Find the stop button.